Welcome student. Today I am going to explain chapter 2 which matter around the sphere part 7. In the previous segment one point remains in the for the effect of temperature and pressure on solubility. That point is the solubility of gases in liquids increases on increasing the pressure and decreases on decreasing the pressure. That means it is directly proportional to the pressure. Now we have to derive the formula for obtaining solubility. So derivation of solubility of a solute in solvent at a particular temperature. In this derivation, the formula is used: solubility of a solute is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solvent into 100. That gives the solubility of a solute in a solvent at a particular temperature. On this basis, I have given two assignments to solve. First one is 21.5 gram of sodium chloride. 21.5 gram of sodium chloride dissolves in 60 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate the solubility of sodium chloride in water at that temperature. And second one is 9.72 gram of potassium chloride dissolves in 30 gram of water at 70 degrees Celsius. And in this case, calculate the solubility of potassium chloride at that temperature. So these two questions have to be given to solve. Now we have to discuss physical change. What is physical change? Those changes in which no new substances are formed are called physical change. For example, melting of ice, melting of wax, boiling of water, condensation of steam, etc. Now we have to know about the properties of physical change. First one is, it is a temporary change. Physical change is a temporary change and it can be reversed easily. Physical change is a temporary change and it can be reversed easily. Third one, no new substance. No new substance is formed in a physical change. Very little. Another point is, very little heat or light energy is usually absorbed or given out in physical change. And last one is, the mass of a substance does not alter in a physical change. But what are chemical changes? Those changes in which new substances are formed are called chemical changes. For example, burning of wood, rusting of iron, cooking of food, formation of curd from milk are the examples of chemical change. And now we have to know about the properties of chemical change. First one, it is a permanent change. Second one, it generally cannot be reversed. Third one, a new substance is formed in a chemical change. Fourth one, a lot of heat or light energy is absorbed or given out in a chemical change. And last one, the mass of a substance does not alter in a chemical change. So this is the physical change and chemical change that are explained here. Now we have to know about the separation of mixture. Our next segment is separation of mixture. That is a very important segment. The separation of mixture separation of mixture is a topic in which several methods are used. Several methods to be used for separating a mixture depends on the nature of its constituents. Example, mixture of two solids, mixture of a solid and a liquid, mixture of two liquids, and these are the components of mixtures. In this first one, two solids are mixed. Second one, one solid and one liquid are mixed. And third one, two liquids are mixed. So these constituents are separated by several processes or several methods. So the methods we use in further are the various physical processes that are used to separate the constituents of mixtures are sublimation, magnet, solvent, filtration, centrifugation, evaporation, crystallization, chromatography, distillation, fractional distillation, and separating funnel. These are the methods that are used to separate two solids, a solid and a liquid, and two liquids components from the mixture. So these separation processes are discussed in next class. Till then, goodbye.